Major EastEnders' favorite Dead in early streaming release, as Exit is confirmed. The Albert Square residents are grieving one of their own following a deadly accident that saw a car plunge into a body of water. A huge week of episodes has followed Zack Hudson's desire to run off to Inverness with son Barney Mitchell. The only issue with his plan was that the teen was still under the belief that Teddy Mitchell, the man who raised him, was his father. Zack implored Barney's elder brother Harry to assist with his escape, but it backfired when he exposed the paternity shock to a horrified Teddy and then fled Walford himself. After cornering Zack with a wrench, he bundled him in the boot of his car and raced off into some woodland. Teddy was horrified and became concerned that his son was about to become a killer. Although he wasn't best pleased with Zack and his wife Nicola's actions 16 years ago, nor the fact he'd suddenly lost a child. He didn't seem interested in revenge. Teddy intercepted Billy and Honey Mitchell's cinema trip, which they were accompanying Nigel Bates to, and the four followed in the direction of Harry. They discovered him on a roadside, admitting that he didn't know what his ulterior decision would be. After lifting an unconscious Zack into the front seat of the car, Teddy took control of the vehicle and said he wanted to speak to him. As he darted off, Zack began to wake. He was dazed and disoriented and became frantic. This distracted Teddy's driving, and after swerving, the car went flying off an embankment into the cold water below. In today's installment, Teddy emerged, but there was no sign of Zack. He explained that he'd dived down to look for him, but it was so dark that he couldn't be found. The Mitchells came to the conclusion that he had drowned, and after calling an ambulance, fabricated a story that would help to cover Harry's tracks. Disaster then struck again when Nigel went missing. Though Metro has decided to keep this layer of the drama quiet for now, you'll have to tune in to find out what happened next. Back in the square, news reached Phil Mitchell, Vicky Fowler and Linda Carter that Zack was likely to be dead. A heartbroken Vicky marched to the Mitchell residence and demanded an audience with Teddy, Nicola, and Harry, telling young Barney that they had killed Zack. She then spilled another huge revelation. Once again, we're choosing not to spoil this for your enjoyment. So what has happened to Zack? Did he perish in the tragedy? Or did he manage to make an escape?
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Trailer TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn.